Hello everybody, this is Tyler, Listener's Pocket, and welcome back to Lucid9. Without further ado, let's continue. Sure enough, Masaru Inori, the ever-popular mayor of Isamu, is in the flesh. He gives the students a cordial wave from behind an impenetrable line of security guards. You know, back in my day, when dinosaurs roamed the earth. This extracts a laugh from the crowd. We always ditched career day. We pop over to GFC. You've seen it before it was renovated, and stuff ourselves on wings. They were only double S's at the time. Shows you how far we've come as a society, eh? The crowd giggles again. Among them, I catch a distinct hint of Elizabeth's giggle. As usual, she's eagerly jotting notes on her phone, hanging on to Merritt's every word. The brunette girl who's always around Elizabeth is next to her. Surprisingly, she seems equally engrossed in the speech. And yes, I hated career day. Thought it was a waste of time. Thought that they were restraining me at a time when all I wanted to do was explore myself. It was, wait. I'm sorry, I have a bit of a dirty mind, and I see this and I'm just like, ugh. Okay. Who I was, who I wanted to be. But later, I realized that I was thinking about career day in a completely wrong way. It wasn't about the start of my future, it was about exploring impossibilities. He allows a moment of thoughtful silence before he continues. The truth is, you probably changed careers multiple times in your life. In fact, the average number of job changes is estimated to be 15 times. You could be in med school all your life, but you have experience in construction work, woodworking, design, architecture, statistics, engineering, maybe even outsourced babysitting, or bicycle fishing. What the heck is bicycle fishing? Are you just riding a bicycle on the pond? Like some sort of Jesus bike, and just fishing? That sounds pretty cool actually, never mind. Elizabeth smiles in her hand as the students laugh like a perfectly timed track. But, as fast as the future is, you know what you don't want to do. You don't want to be hurt, you don't want to go to each day full of insecurities, doubts, fears. You don't want to be lied to or backstabbed, or treated like a fake. Just give me a second, I need to clean off my glasses real quick. It's kind of bugging me how there's just a little tinge that I can't see. Okay. I won't lie to you. It's a nasty world out there. But I think that we can all agree that regardless of who we are, or where we're from, we each have an important part to play in the safety of this country. So, go on, explore. You guys are bright. And hey, you guys are in a better spot than I was. I thought I'd like nothing more than to become an anthropologist. I didn't say that right. Not that I even knew what that meant at the time. It just sounded cool. Okay, so the applause did silence down. His parting sentence elicits another laugh as he steps off the stage, offering a final wave. The student erupts into cheers in response. I quickly shuffle away from the crowd before the nose overwhelms me. I don't want to be this guy. Heck, I don't want to be like any politician. But he seems to be less evil than the others I've seen. Furthermore, he made a good speech. He came across intelligent, but genuine. Two major opposites of politics. Maybe I'll vote in his re-election. Maybe. Hello, stranger. Oh? Okay. I like the dress in the purple. If you guys didn't know, purple's my favorite color. Okay. Hey, Miki. I abruptly stopped in my tracks, finally taking in what she's wearing. Well, you're dressed up. Which is putting it lightly. She's draped in a silken kimono that ripples around her figure like water, hair set with a minimalistic ribbon and crystal pin. She could own the red carpet or even a throne. Even with that outfit. Pretty, my mind supplies unhelpfully. I quickly grind that part of my mind to dust. Is that all you have to say? Well, what were you expecting? Poetry? Oh, dearest. You're liking yourself like starlight. With eyes like the moon and a mouth like the purest golden flame the sun ever did see. She probably slapped me on the back. Very funny, Shakespeare too. Although, I am impressed. Your recitation was pretty decent. I feel like she's insulted me, but she genuinely seems shocked. So, what brings you here? Do you want to become a model? What? Well, no need to be embarrassed. No models are hardly anything new. However, I do tend to be physically fit. Do you happen to have a six-pack? I'm assuming that she's hitting on him. I have no clue. I'll pretend I heard none of that. What makes you think I would ever want to be a model? You're standing by my company's booth. We are a modeling company. Surprised, I cast a quick glance behind her. Sure enough, our large banner reads, Lotus Modeling, above a tent with a striking photo spread. Hence the kimono, I assume. You assume correctly. So, where's Rui? I haven't seen her all day. That awkward moment when? Really? That's funny. She attends to school, right? What? Of course she does. So, if you've seen her today? Well, yeah. You didn't tell her about me? Hello, social drama. I missed you. Not. How can I word this delicately? Or better yet, avoid it completely? You should probably keep... Yeah, I don't see how that can go over well. You should probably be getting back to your job. I have my eye on you, Hayama. Do you really think I can't tell when you're lying? I believe in my ability to run away. Always the same, I see. I made a mental note to harass you about it later. Until then, Yama. He goes back to a booth, greeting any curious glances with an effortless smile. Model. Her job is... modeling? Somehow I found that a little underwhelming. I almost expect her to be involved in something drastic, like the Secret Service, or the film industry, or even the Olympics, or even some kind of score-related detective agency when somebody gets murdered. That's just my guess anyways. But modeling. Where you pose and change and smile for hours and hours? Adventurous. Stubborn? Miki? It doesn't seem to fit her. Whatever. Guess it's none of my business anyways. It's time to see Mr. Ryuga. And I forgot his voice again. It has been a week since I've done this. Actually, it's been like 3 weeks. Okay. Anyway. So, like, his voice is going to change during the whole thing because I don't know what his voice is. And I forgot to read that. Oh, shoot. Okay. You must have caught him at a good time. Welcome, Mishimoto. We've been expecting you. He cackles manically and taps his fingertips together. You should have turned in your chair while stroking a cat. Bah! Everyone is a credit. Would you rather have been left standing outside in the cold? Outside? I'd rather be in the hallway. You seem awfully eager to prove your mentor wrong, boy. Well, whether I prove it or not, it's still wrong, right? Ah, yes. But that would never fly in a court of law, you see. Imagine, I declared the defendant guilty, because from a metaphysical standpoint, it is true, even if we have no epistemological link of knowing so. I can't pronounce that. I just lost you. I get that a lot. Go ahead, take a seat. We got more important things to discuss, no? Accidentally, I slide into the nearest couch. I've always seen Mr. Ryder as an intelligent man, even if laid back, but I've never actually, well, not understood him. I wonder how much brain mass is hiding behind that cheery facade. So, the new transfer student, Bigisaki Kahazuya. Kazehaya. Hara? Haya? I forgot how I pronounced it. I hope you don't mind. I did a little lookup on her. You can do that? Well, there's no explicit rule saying I can't use the confidential databases. I'm pretty sure that there is. Nope. I may be faculty, but I'm not a teacher. It's only stated that teachers have to request special permission. I checked the loopholes. Something feels wrong about this. What did you find out? Well, if I tell you, then there's a solid breach of confidentiality. I don't want to go to jail yet. The food's too good here. Mr. Ryuta, I really worry about you sometimes. And this is me talking. So, instead, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the matter, Yama. How did you meet? And you mentioned that she left. Yeah? Ooh. This changed pretty quickly. I didn't expect this to change. Okay. I closed my eyes, letting the ever-constant hum of the air conditioner calm my nerves. Then I start talking. It's practically subconscious. My mouth dutifully repeats the train of thought running through my mind. The thing is calm, clear, slow. Therapy. Something I've gotten used to over the years. So I usually turn my brain to the topic of interest. Misaki Kazuya Haya. Jesus, I can't even pronounce it. I met her when I was young. Not too young. Maybe still forming thought patterns and ideas about the world, but young enough to be highly impressionable. Oh, I love piano tunes. They're so nice and relaxing. Okay. It has been on a day when I thought nothing could make me smile. Not the vibrant lanterns strewn between the roofs of multicolored booths. Oh. Sorry, I love this music right now. Sorry, I really love piano tunes. Okay. Not the festive rhythms of the taiko drummers urging the parade of light-bearing dancers. Not the stands in which a variety of nutritionally questionable foods were being served. Not even Rui, who dragged me out of the house despite my best efforts to stay miserable. It was around an hour into the festival, but I was ready to go. When Rui went to the bathroom, I seriously considered ditching her and going back to my room. Apparently, I was scowling deeply at that. I didn't know until a passing girl suddenly stopped in front of me. Does your face always look like that? To say the least, that didn't help my foul mood. I glared up at her. She was pretty. Well, that was the first thought in my head. That instinctive spark of appreciation whenever a guy sees a pretty girl, no matter how much he wants to feel otherwise. Her hair was braided back into an elegant half-updo, light ebony curls framing her porcelain face. Big eyes, long lashes, pointed chin, the kind of traditional beauty you might see in a kimono commercial. Of course, the first spark of interest was immediately overridden by indignance that only an 8-year-old boy could feel. What are you looking at? Don't look so grumpy. You should be celebrating. She didn't know anything, of course, not until a few months later. Festivals are stupid. They are not. Why? There isn't even any reason to celebrate. The girl's face twisted into something resembling anger. It looked strange on her face, like a guinea pig attempting to seem menacing. Don't even know what the festival is about, do you? Well, of course I didn't. I was about to admit that. Of course I do. Oh yeah? What's it about? Well, you make lanterns. Uh-huh. And? Pushes my hand at her condescending tone. Write wishes on them and stuff. Wrong. I'm not. Yeah, you are. Don't write wishes. Write what you want to tell dead people. Ridiculous, I should have said. Why would I even want to talk to dead people? But I didn't mock it. I couldn't mock it. Dead people? Yep. I got my message to Auntie on this lantern, and she'd see it. How do you know that? Haven't you heard the story? No, I hadn't. My 8-year-old pride prevented me from saying that, of course. Thankfully, the girl took my silence as confusing. Well, once upon a time, there was a princess. Was she pretty? Yeah. Good at singing? Yeah. Boring. It is not boring. The indignant anger on her face made me snicker. The first time I'd smile all day. Yeah? Well, what happens? Does she get in trouble and a charming prince has to save her? Just listen. Look, she's actually a big meanie. I mean princess. That wasn't a fairy tale staple. Oh? Yep, but her bodyguard was in love with her and turned her good again. I felt disappointed. The story had a promising start. Bleh. What did you do? Cast a spell? Give her a true love's kiss? He died. Oh. Don't look so happy. That time, I broke into a tiny laugh. But it made her good again, right? Well, yeah. She didn't trust anyone before. Thought they were all fake and stuff. It seemed that she was glaring at me at the point of the story. But before I could open my mouth, she was already continuing. Anyway, the bodyguard sacrificed himself to save her life. So the heavens were super duper impressed and put her into the stars. Apparently stars? Really? Wait, sorry. Aren't stars really, really hot? That sounds like a bad thing. That sounds like a bad thing. Childish indignation flickered across her face. They made him into a constellation, you poop. Blah. Blah times infinity. Blah times infinity plus. Anyways, the princess realized how beautiful love really is. Because he died? She saw how much he loved her, so she decided to put a better person and trust people again. This had nothing to do with writing messages to the dead on lanterns. I was rapidly losing interest. Let me guess. She lived happily ever after? Well, no. The bodyguard died, remember? I like this bodyguard. She glared at me, but somehow it felt less severe than before. She wrote her promise on a lantern and sent it up to the sky so he could see it, because he was a constellation, remember? Now I realize that I could have said a lot of things. That's stupid. He's dead. What could he do about it? That wasn't on my mind at the time. Everyone turns into a bunch of stars when they die? I think. You think? Or you know? If they did something to super duper impress the heavens, I guess. I smiled at that. My skirt... That's not skirt, that's scored. The street. Yeah, scored the street and landed on a simple booth. A handful of other kids were gathering around a short, portable table, scrawling on lanterns with calligraphy pens clamped in a fisted hand. Let's go. But I already made a lantern. Write to another dead person then. With this overwhelming display of tact and political correctness, I raced towards the table, snatched a lantern from a smiling adult, and plopped down with my pen at the ready. Who are you writing to? None of your beeswax. I began to scrawl characters on my lantern. The girl hovered over my shoulders, squinting judiciously. My jagged brushstrokes. Why is your handwriting so messy? It's not messy. I can't even read it. I whipped around, narrowing my eyes accusingly at her own lantern. Well, yours. It's just for her fault. Well, not only was her lantern graced with perfect calligraphy, it also proudly bore a few elegant cherry blossoms. Well, yours so girly. She raised a single eyebrow. It was a remarkably sophisticated expression for a 9-year-old girl to make. I am a girl. There was nothing much to say to that. Yuma, where have you been? It was as if Rui had materialized out of thin air. I didn't even notice the rapid pitter-patter of her footsteps. Sorry, Rui. Jeez, you could have told me. You were in the bathroom. Phew. Clearly displeased, Rui turned her back on me, but smiled at the other girl. Thanks for taking care of him. Surprisingly, the girl smiled back. Easy as you please. Well, weren't they getting along just fine? Why did they have to give me such a hard time? Maybe it was a girl thing. I'm Rui. I'm Misaki. You gonna make a lantern? Yep. How do you make those flowers? They're real pretty. I can show you. And just like that, the two of them were friends. It took a little longer to warm me up, but whatever the two of them set their minds to, they accomplished. They had always been that way. So Fury, is that Fury? So Fury, so capable, so lovely. Two playful angels who, for some reason invaluable to mankind, saw fit to hang around a bucket of depressing sludge like me. Okay, this will be it for this episode of Lucid9. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Tyler, also known as Pocket. Peace out. Bye bye.